Hey guys, it's Ethan. As far back as I can remember, people in Escape from Tarkov always debated about whether it was best to put your laser on the left side, the right side, the bottom, or the top of your gun. Some people claim that one way is more accurate, or that the other way provides more of an advantage because you don't have to see the laser block itself. I did some testing today using the aggressor handguard and the M1A's SAS chassis so I could test the 4 directions, left, right, up and down, and then all of the diagonals in between. Now, what I discovered actually tells us that we've been using lasers the wrong way. To exaggerate the data more so we could really see the differences, I did close range testing with lasers because that's when they're supposedly most inaccurate. I also did test them at long range and the results remained the same. The way I tested was by shooting a point with the laser, lining the laser up with the point I shot, and then shooting it again, and repeating the process a couple times to see what direction the line of bullets went. That would tell us how inaccurate each shot from the laser was. When testing all 4 laser slots on the aggressor handguard, the patterns ended up being diagonal. What this means is every time you shoot with the laser on the aggressor handguard, the bullet is actually off by a degree that can only be determined by your range and what position the laser takes on your gun. The direction it is away from the barrel is basically the difference. So, if your laser is on the top right of your gun and the barrel is in the middle, you'll be shooting at a lower left-hand offset. The way a lot of people use lasers is they line up their target with the laser and then shoot. They might also put their laser in a doorway or maybe hold it just next to a player and flick with their laser to aim. This is actually counterintuitive. Because the laser is never exactly pointing from the barrel and following the barrel, you're always going to be slightly inaccurate with using the laser. How inaccurate depends on what side of the gun it's placed on. If placed on the top or bottom of your gun, you'll only be inaccurate on the vertical axis. Now what does it mean for the players that use their laser on the left or the right side of their gun? This means if the laser is on the left side of your gun and you have your laser positioned in a doorway along the side of the door, when you go to shoot a player, you're actually going to be hitting to the right of your laser. Now, from what I know, nobody has actually talked about this and nobody realizes that the direction of their laser is actually very influential to how you have to aim it. This can be a good thing and a bad thing. If the laser is on the left side of your gun and you want it positioned in a doorway where you're on the right side, your laser will have to go through the doorway and be visible to the other player in order for your shot to be accurate. The same can be said with a right side laser on the left side of a door. If you position yourself strategically and play to the advantage of your laser, you'll have a much better time. The reality of it is, your laser is really just helping you decide the difference between your laser and your gun's barrel. You have to aim in between. This is actually a lot easier to do if you have 2 lasers on either side. Is it practical? No. Do I recommend it? No. But it is just food for thought and something that you need to know, because it can really make a difference whether or not you're hitting your shots or missing them. If you don't want to go through all of the hassle of seeing your laser and then deciding which side of the laser you have to shoot to be accurate, put your laser on the IR spotlight mode, or just don't use a laser. Now we aren't done yet. You might have decided at this point that you just don't want to use a laser. But this also comes with a disadvantage. While point shooting will actually be easier without a laser because you won't have to worry about an actually inaccurate physical dot that you can see and have to decide which side to shoot, you do have to worry about the accuracy increase that you won't be getting without a laser. Now, a YouTuber named KRASHED, I'll be leaving his link in the description to the video I'm talking about, did testing a long time ago about how having a laser on your gun affects the accuracy of your hipfire. Check out that video if you want to know more information, but that's as far as I'll go. so you have to make a choice at this point. Anyways, this is meant to be a discussion, so I'd like to hear what you guys think about this, and if you guys think it's a big deal or not. But that's all. I just wanted to point this out because I thought it was weird that nobody else had talked about it before. Maybe it's super obvious and then I just picked it up, or maybe nobody thought about it. Regardless of what it is, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments or on Reddit. There actually is an advantage to using your laser on one side over the others, and that would be using your laser on the right side of your gun. If you're looking over your character, and you're looking over the right shoulder, which is more natural since that's the side of the gun you're holding, right? You're holding it to your right side. Your laser would actually be more in line with the trajectory of your barrel, making it a lot easier to predict where the bullet will go. When it's on the left side of your gun, and conflicting the way your gun is pointing, it'll end up coming to a point, but that point will be easily passable at certain distances. So the accurate part of the gun, like the accurate point that you're shooting, will get further and further the further away you get. Top and bottom are also good choices, but top can block your scope sometimes, and bottom will only be accurate on the horizontal axis, but it'll be inaccurate on the vertical axis. This basically means if you're lining up a headshot at most ranges, you'll actually be shooting over the head. Anyways, that's all from me. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my content, consider subscribing. Got constructive criticism? Leave it in the comments below. I stream on Twitch on weekdays 6 PM to 10 PM Pacific Standard Time. Come check me out. Want to know more about my upcoming uploads? Or want to join my community? Join my Discord, link in the description. Anyways, that's all. Have a good one. Bye bye.